everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you guys are new. Today's video is going to be a get ready with me holiday glam edition. So I'm actually headed to a work Christmas party and I just wanted to get ready with you guys. And this is the look that I created. So of course I went with the bold red lip to kind of match the outfit that I'm wearing. So yeah, I'm really excited about it. And if you guys want to see how I created this kind of holiday glam sort of look, then let's get started. I'm going to start out with the eyes, which I pretty much always do. I'm going to use the NARS Tinted Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base. This is probably going to be the last time I use it because I actually used it earlier today filming a palette bingo, and this is the last little bit that is in here. So I had to scrape the sides to get just this little bit. I've got the hiccups, so if my editing is a little bit jumpy, that's why I'm having to edit out the hiccups. They're pretty bad today. So I want to have a pretty neutral face. I'm not going to do any loud blush or anything like that. For the eyes, I'm picturing this Essence Melted Chrome eyeshadow in the shade Ironic. And then the star of the makeup look is going to be a nice red lip. I'm going to use the Natasha Denona Glam palette to sort of lay down some matte shades, and then I can use the Essence single on top of that. So for starters, I'm going to go into the shade labeled Transition, which is just the lightest matte shade. I have been so close to hitting pan on this any day now. I used this a lot in November and I still didn't hit pan, but it's hard to show the dip in it on camera. But I'm just going to put that color everywhere. What is your go-to holiday look? I'm curious. Mine, I think, consists of either like a sparkly gold lid or a red lip. And then I feel like black winged liner is also just a really nice touch. I don't know if I'm gonna do that today or not. I think I'm going to do the whole look minus mascara because I don't know about you guys, but I cannot put liner on if I've already put mascara on. So I'm gonna do the whole face except for mascara and then decide from there. But the dress that I'm wearing it's mostly black, but it has some like red and gold in it. So I think the red lip will be nice with that. I'm gonna go into the next lightest matte shade called Crease. I think I've got mine in the original way that it was sent, but I know that they're really easy to switch around. So that's kind of why I'm showing you exactly the color. So I've just been kind of deepening up the outer corner. Now I'm kind of making sure it's all blended. Okay, I think that's pretty much all I want to do as far as the matte shades go. So I'm going to go ahead and put this Essence shade all over the lid. Okay, I think I'm going to leave the eyes here for now and go ahead and do the face makeup. Before I sat down to film, I did put on my IT Cosmetics Confidence in a Cream moisturizer because my skin is very dry today. So I'm even going to add on another hydrating primer, and this is the Huda Beauty Water Jelly. This is a new product in my collection, but I did have a sample size before, so I just got about 2 pumps. Like I said, my skin is really dry, so I want to start the look out right with a lot of hydration. I will take as much as I can get. I'm gonna make sure to put some underneath my eyes because that's one of the driest spots, as well as here outside my brows. I sometimes forget to put primer there, and then a lot of times foundation, if it looks patchy on my face, it's right here on my temples that it's looking patchy. I want to let this primer sink in for a few minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and fill in the brows while I let that sink in. I'm going to use my favorite brow product, which is the Milani Weekend Brow. So as I've been editing my videos, there's a lot I cut out because it's kind of like I get tongue-tied a lot. I say the wrong thing. I drop things, like there's just random stuff. And so I've been, when I cut those things out, putting them in a separate file, like a blooper file. And I think when I hit 500 subscribers, I'm going to post that just for a good laugh, because I think I have like a little over a minute worth, and they're just kind of funny. I haven't been doing it since the beginning of the year or anything, but just in the last couple of months. So I think that would be fun to post. I filled in my brows a little bit more than I typically do because this is just more of a glam look. I'm going to add a little bit of this Hollywood Flawless filter from Charlotte Tilbury to the high points of my face because I just want my skin to look healthy underneath the foundation. So I'm gonna add just a little bit more glow. I might add a little bit here as well to the cheeks. And I'm just gonna blend this out with my sponge. For foundation, I wanted a nice medium coverage option, and I also want to pick something that hopefully won't have any flashback. I've actually never tested this, but it doesn't have any SPF in it, so I'm thinking it would be okay. But this is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh foundation. And again, I'm going to apply this foundation with a sponge because I just want it to look really fresh. You can see this foundation covers up a lot of redness. My skin was actually pretty irritated today. This is the third makeup look that I've done today, just because it is Saturday and I have been trying to film a lot, and my neck is like super sensitive. My face isn't always so sensitive, it just gets a little bit red, but my neck has been like itching and definitely is aggravated with me. I definitely have a lot of redness to cover up in this look. Take a little bit more foundation for my forehead, and I'm going to use a more full coverage concealer. I'm going to use the Too Faced Born This Way, and I just feel like using a more medium coverage foundation to really cover up the main sections that I want it to and give me a nice like glowy to satin finish, and then topping it with a full coverage concealer, just pinpointing it exactly where you want it, is just the best way to go, especially for something like this. It's not something I want to be like full glam for, but I still want my base to look pretty flawless. So for the most part, this has gotten rid of the redness, and I'm just going to kind of color correct and conceal a little bit more with the concealer. So like I said, this is the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I have this in the shade Marshmallow. I'm going to use the concealer here to kind of sharpen up my eyeshadow. I didn't make it so messy that I needed a makeup wipe or anything, but I do kind of want to sharpen up this edge. I don't think I mentioned it, but the holiday party is a work holiday party, so it's not a like a friend get together kind of thing. So I'm also taking that kind of into account, because I'd probably be more willing to do like full-on glam if I wanted to do that just for like a friend kind of thing, but I don't want to look like a different person because every day I don't wear full glam. So all right, for powder, I'm going to use this one from e.l.f. This is the pressed finishing powder, and I'm going to set underneath the eyes with this. I'm hoping this one is not going to have flashback. I want to take a picture with my husband tonight, so that's kind of why I'm like talking about the flashback, because we went to our friend's wedding and we were both like in the wedding. He was an usher and I was a bridesmaid. So we were of course color coordinated and everything. We both looked so good, and we forgot to take a picture, just the two of us, because as a bridesmaid, I was running around all day, you know, helping out the bride and everything. And I was so bummed that we didn't take a picture. So we're gonna do it tonight. So I'm just definitely keeping that in mind. I'm gonna bust out a new product in this video. I've used it a couple times, but this is the first time I'm using it while filming. This was a Black Friday purchase, and this is the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer, what's it called? Contour wand. And I'm going to use this to contour. For a more like holiday glam kind of thing, I prefer a contour over a bronzer. Certain times, certain looks, I want a bronzer, like a more warm tone thing, but yeah. I'm going to film a video using all of my Black Friday items, but I don't have everything in yet, so I'm going to save my thoughts on this product until then. Trying to avoid my neck with this. Oh, I don't want to make it mad again. Sticking with the Charlotte Tilbury theme, I'm going to use the Film Star Bronze and Glow Duo. I'm going to use the bronzer and the highlight from this. The bronzer is pretty neutral toned, so it doesn't add a ton of warmth, which is what I want. I don't want it to look like orange or anything. I'm gonna have to put this on my neck, even though it's probably gonna make it mad. And then, like I said, I'm going to use the highlight as well. I'm going to add the smallest amount of blush. This is the one from Etude House, and it is their lovely cookie blusher. And I'm going to use a pretty big, fluffy blush brush. I don't really want a lot of blush because I am using that red lipstick. And I just really like the way it looks when your base makeup just kind of looks more like sculpted and flawless versus colorful when you have a red lip on. So that's all I'm gonna do for blush. Once I get done with the look, I might touch some things up, but for now, that is all I want on. Okay, I went ahead and put on the dress that I'm going to wear because I wanted to kind of be able to match the red with the red lipstick. Turns out I think I have the right color. I actually only own one red lip liner and one lipstick, so I was a little concerned that they might clash, but I think it's going to work. So I'm gonna go ahead and line my lips. This is the KKW Beauty lip liner in Red 3. And then for the lipstick, I'm going to use the Persona Liquid Lip in the shade Phoenix. I think this one is a little bit more like bright of a red and less blue based than their one in Holy Grail. I'm gonna let this dry down and then I'll go over the edges again with the lip liner to help kind of tie it in a little bit better. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the eyes. I'm just gonna take more of that transition shade and run this along the lower lash line. I'm gonna do the same thing with the bigger brush because I think the other brush had a little bit too much of the deep shades still on it. Okay, I'm gonna go over the edges again with this lip liner. I really like the combo of this lip liner and lipstick because it kind of makes a nice ombre, but the middle part just looks a little bit more like plump and light. I don't think I'm going to do a liquid liner. I really can't decide if I want to or not. I like the way it looks right now. I do know that I want to use this shade Sassy from the Persona Identity palette as my inner corner highlights. I'm going to go ahead and add that in. And then I think I'm going to see what time it is and I'll decide based on time if I'm going to do the winged liner or not. I just checked the time and yeah, no. I'm not running late, but I would like to recurl my hair because it's a little bit rainy today, so my hair is kind of fallen and I don't want to be rushed to do that. Right now I'm just adding a little bit more of that single shadow from Essence. This is seriously so pretty. Also, does this kind of look just make you feel like Taylor Swift if you ever wear this look? Because I cannot wear a red matte lip without thinking about Taylor Swift. I'm gonna go ahead and add mascara. This is the Essence Lash Princess Curl and Volume, and I'm really going to pile this on. Also gonna add a tiny bit of that shade I used for the inner corner for the brow bone. Actually glad that I didn't use the liquid liner. All right, and then because I want this look to be really locked in, I'm going to use this setting spray from Ben Nye. This is his Final Seal Matte Makeup Sealer, and this thing is no joke. I hold my breath, and then when I hold my breath when I'm spraying it because it smells really, really strong like alcohol, which is probably not the best thing, but I mean, it hasn't hurt my skin yet, so yeah, I think it's okay. As it's drying, it's so weird. It smells like mouthwash or like toothpaste or something, like that kind of scent. But this will last forever. So I really, really love to use it when I just really want my full face of makeup to last all day and all night. So good. I'm pretty sure, well, one of my friends told me that this is what the Disney princesses use in Disney World to set their makeup, so it's good enough for them. It is more than good enough for me. And there's no flashback with this stuff. I ordered mine on Amazon if you're curious, and the reason I usually don't include it in my makeup collection videos is because it's technically for my makeup kit, but I mean, I can be my own client sometimes, right? But alright you guys, that is it for this get ready with me. I just have to find some earrings and then fix my hair because this does not match the vibe right now. But I am loving it. So spoiler alert, you're probably going to see me put these red lipstick products in with my December Shop My Stash because I now want to wear a red lip every day. And I'm just excited. If you enjoyed today's video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Also consider subscribing to my channel because I am posting one video every single day in the month of December. So I would love to have you guys join me over here on my YouTube channel. And with that being said, I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye!